Hi guys, we're doing a tutorial on groom and wash lecture. So we've got a horse Stanley here. Equipment that you're going to need for this activity is you're going to need 2 buckets of warm water, one with soapy water or a bit of shampoo, a couple of set of towels with you so that you can dry the legs. Groom and wash, then we tend to do it the legs, but in principle if you're going to do the full body you still follow this step-by-step guide. Again, depending on the weather and the conditions, if it was a nice warm day we could do a full bath on them. Today is a nice day, we're just going to do the legs just to show you the steps and things that you're going to be doing for your assessment. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my bucket of warm water, and I'm going to use the non-soapy water first, and I'll leave my soapy water keeping away from the horse so that if he does move around and prats, he's not going to kick it over and then I don't have to go and retrieve it. So again, bring the bucket. I'm going to soak the leg down from the knee, down all the way down to the cannon bone, the tendon and fetlock. It's important that we stand side on. You shouldn't be on your legs. And what I'm doing is I'm applying plentiful water. So I want the whole leg to be soaked. And again, I'm going around the joint and at the back of the heel. And all I'm doing here is just wetting the leg. At this point, you also could check for cuts, injuries, anything that might present, things that you might need to identify and inform your yard supervisor. So again, each time I'm rinsing the sponge out so that I'm taking the the dirt off the leg into the bucket. Important bit, back leg. So I have to be very careful because this is where I can get kicked. I want to stay in line with the hip joint. My handler here, if the horse was to sort of suddenly move forward or try and kick me, hopefully she's going to turn the horse's head towards me because that would mean his back end would rotate the other way. If she was to turn the horse that direction, the back end's going to come right over me and I'm going to get flattened. So no pressure handler. So again, I always like to have contact with the leg. So I've got one hand on the leg. You can see I'm not putting my knees on the ground because I want to be able to maneuver quickly. As you can see, he stands lifting his leg. Sometimes they might have a little strike out, but you just got to be careful and observant to the behaviour. And again, it sounds weird to say, but the closer you are sometimes to the horse's body, the safer you are. Because the horse can't really get at you as easily as if I was directly behind and a couple of feet this way. He'd be able to give me a good boot then. So again, giving that a good scrub. You want to be workmanlike. Again, checking for any cuts or any abrasions. And again, rinsing out the dirt. Once that's complete, I'm then going to get my soapy water. And again, repeating the process, giving it a good scrub, back of the heels. You can use your hands a little bit, and as you can see I'm moving a little bit as the horse is moving around. And it's fine for you to hold the leg up if the horse prefers you holding it and he's not standing still. Then we go to the back leg. Again, if he's picking it up, that's fine. Standing sometimes does that. Again, me holding the leg is a good way of just keeping it still. And again, if he was really trying to kick me, it would really strike out. Again, it's just a bit, what are you doing to my leg? Then give it a good scrub, use your hands as well, get the back of the heels. Checking for any cuts there or anything that might cause sores. Giving the white sock a good scrub. Marvellous. Okay, so the next bit I have to do is that I need to rinse the soap. If I don't rinse the soap, it will cause itchiness, dryness of the skin. A bit like us, if we leave it in our hair, it would cause a bit of discomfort for the horse. So I need to now rinse all that soap off and make sure all the soap that I've applied now comes off the horse's leg. Get anything more so I can hold his leg. Again, proceeding to the back leg. Going around the heel, making sure I get all that soap out there. So now that I've done the front legs, one of the front legs and one of the back legs, I'm now going to dry the horse. You can turn around this way if you like, and then we're going to show you how to handle that. So get my towel. Basically, I like to have a hand in each corner. I'm going to go around it, and I'm basically going to rub the towel around the leg of the horse, giving it a good scrub. The reason you want to dry the water off the heel and the leg, particularly around the heels, is to stop cracked heels forming. And if horses were going in and out of the field, and they were going to go into muddy conditions, susceptible to mud fever, which is basically a fungal infection that horses tend to get just at the back of their heels. And particularly horses that have pink skin or socks, they're more susceptible to getting those infections. So again, giving it a good scrub. And as you see, I'm positioned just the side of him. I'm holding his leg because he prefers that, which is okay. Some horses like to put the legs down, some horses like you to hold their leg. Again, I'm always being cautious to what he is going to do. And as you can see now, the sock is looking quite white and looking a little bit more cleaner than it did when we first did it. Okay. Right, so that is basically the washing of the legs. Essentially what we would do next in your final part of your sessions, which we saw in part 2, is how to wash the tail.